Romans, Yorkies, countrymen first.
From 7 to 10
It'll be in the theater. It'll be $5 at the door, and the theme is 60s neon tie-dye. So you guys should all come and dress up. It'll be really fun. Yeah.
So I've begun collecting vintage timepieces. And when I see one I like, I put it on my watch list. Why are hermits always penniless? Because they're loners. After threading a fishing net, I felt much better about myself. And quick thing, so many people have been asking me who I'm picking for Punmeister next year. I've even gotten some things from parents asking. And while I have narrowed it down to, there's a short list, I can say that the box in the library is still just bereft of any puns, and it's sad. And if you want to put some puns in there, that might help me make my decision. So, thank you.
Finals start next week, but the sophomores are going to be selling pizza.
We will be selling them Thursday and Monday, $2 a slice. Please come support.
Alright, how many of you guys are OG 8th graders? Raise your hand. Just quick. Alright, that's actually not that many people. Okay, so for 12th graders, 11th graders, and 10th graders, do you guys remember back in your 8th grade year burying a time capsule?
Yes.
Yeah, so because Sensei's leaving, we're going to open those up on the last day of school, May 25th, 2 Thursdays from now. So if you want to see the embarrassing pictures of yourself, or the weird stuff you put in there, come out there. We're going to go to the outdoor lab and dig back up on May 25th, 2 Thursdays from now.
Okay, so hello everyone. Year's wrapping up, and we're here to announce next year's yearbook editors.
So can Sammy and Sophie please come up? Where are you guys?
Congratulations, you guys are officially head editors. These are to get you out of the spring sour patches. Hold on. Because you guys are going to make it extra special next year. And these are to get you ready for the long early mornings. Thank you to everyone who applied.
We hope that everyone who worked in your book this year continues to work in the future, and that more people will join so that it can be as great as it possibly can.
Yeah.
A lot of people had great meets and PRs, and our 4x4 team qualified for CCS next Saturday.
It's been a great season. We had a lot of good meets, and we'd like to, and you've probably seen us come up here and make a lot of announcements about our meets, and we just like to know we're not the only people on the track team, so if you're on the track team, we just stand up real quick and give you a round of applause. Thank you to our coaches, Coach Peter and Dr. Hannah. It's been a great year, so thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great sadness that I make the last Aviation Club announcement of the year. It will be months before I step up here again and make another comment about airplanes. So I beg of you, please seize this opportunity. Come to Aviation Club at lunch in the physics room. This is your last chance this year, so please come.
Okay, so Key Club is having a meeting on B-Day, Monday.
And it will be in room 4 during lunch. Please be there.
The nice green pizza sale is moved to next Tuesday because nobody will come on Wednesday.
Also, 9th graders, please check your school emails. There's an e-bite that went out.
Please come.
We created a survey to see how much single-use plastic water bottles we use.
And it's on the Haiku homepage, and it'll only take a few minutes to fill out, so please do.
Thanks.
It was a sunny day when I came home from school in the boiling heat. My dad picked me up in our van and we headed home. When I entered my house, I saw my mom and my sister on the couch discussing something important. I had no clue what it was. A second later, my dad walked in and he explained, "Your sister has been accepted to UC Berkeley. We want to be close to her after she moves there, so we're going to move there too." This was going to be a major change in my life. I never expected for a second that the choice that my sister would pick for her college could affect me. But I was wrong. So we used the summer to look for houses in California. And after the summer had ended, we had chosen a house near York School. And finally, when we came here, I dreaded the day school would start. I didn't want to come all the way here to a nature-y place, away from city life to a lifestyle I had been used to, with subways and buses. Now I was stuck like 5 minutes away from school, and I had to walk. It sucked. I still hate that. And finally, the first day arrived when I came to York School, and I was expecting the usual hell, especially since I had no friends and no one to talk to. In fact, the first day I came here, it was a break day, and I don't know what was going on in my head, but I decided to go up to the senior balcony. So I stood up there for a good 5 minutes till I realized I was the only one there who wasn't a senior. So I finally came down and sat onto the bleachers. After that day, even though I had gone up to the senior balcony, Afterwards, I wasn't roasted by a single person in school. So that felt quite good. And after that day, I realized change is nothing to fear. Change is something that you can embrace, and there are always, and more often than most, you will find something good about that change. Thank you.
Grandma, do you know my name? Squinting her dulling umber eyes at me, I can see the rusted gears of her mind turning at a glacial pace. She studies my face, searching for the answer. Seconds bleed into minutes, and my back begins to ache from stooping over her for so long. My heart has become a burdensome thing in my chest, weighed down with disappointment. As I begin to straighten up, she suddenly smiles. Her lips lift without revealing any teeth. Whether because of her stoic upbringing or the fact that her facial muscles can no longer handle the strain, I'm not sure. Her tired voice wavers unsteadily, a constant pendulum, as she breathes out a name dragged from the recesses of her memory. My mother's, not mine. Although I feel like crying, I smile and encourage her to try again. Some days she'll name both my sisters before she eventually grasps mine. Others, my mother's is the only name she can recall. When my grandma was first diagnosed with dementia, I didn't quite understand the severity of the disease. She had recently become more forgetful, but who doesn't at her age? Her ailment seemed so far away. It wasn't until years later, when her condition began to manifest, that I was hit with a sudden realization that my relationship with my grandma, at least how it was then, was dying. I've always been very close to my grandma. When I was younger, my mom would drive my sisters and me to her house once a week, if not more. Visiting my grandma was like visiting an old, wrinkly Japanese Santa Claus. She gave gifts of mochi, ice cream, money, and witty remarks. She's always been a magnanimous person and never withheld anything, material or otherwise, from my sisters and me. Even now, when I need to help her walk from one room to the other, I can still see glimpses of who she used to be. Although her own body is frail and weak, she always asks how I'm doing. She won't remember what I say, and she'll probably ask the same question again in the next 5 minutes, but I remember. Although she can't recall what my favorite color is or where I go to school, I know she genuinely wants to know. She wants to remember. I believe you can look at my grandma's condition in two ways. One, the more pessimistic view, is that she has no control over her own brain, and that no matter how important something is to her, it'll all eventually fade into the recesses of her mind. I'd rather not look at it that way. The other, more optimistic view is that after living a long, fulfilled life, she begins each day anew, with no memory of the grievances of yesterday and no fear of the stresses of tomorrow.
Please come talk to me so I can put your name on the list. And we'll for sure be taking, either a van or my car. So, if you need a ride, don't worry about it. Okay, tomorrow we meet no later than 8:05 in the science parking lot near the vans. Okay, please don't be late. Thank you. Good luck.
Salve omnes. Service learning. 9th, 10th, and 11th graders, if you need help, I'm still here, I'm still available, come see me. Some of you have, it's been great. You have this current school year and this summer to get your service learning done for this year. Juniors, if you do more than 10 hours in your junior year, you may not have to do anything senior year. So I would encourage all juniors to do 20 hours or more, and then that problem will be resolved. So look forward to seeing all your service. Thanks.
opportunity for those of you who are looking for something to do that is both fun and challenging and rewarding. For the 5th year, York School is partnering with the Middlebury Institute of Monterey and the Lyceum to offer a summer program that features design thinking and an opportunity to give back to your local community. It is called I Lead in Design. There are dozens of students from York School who've participated for the past 4 years. I won't be able to name all of them, but some of the seniors that are here that have participated in years past include Laura Bauman and Betsy Sugar and Grace Baker, Justin and Paolo and Kevin and Wash and Jack is up there as well, so you can talk to those guys about the program. It is the last 2 weeks of June. There'll be a link at york.org and in Haiku for you if you'd like to apply. You can speak with me or Miss Moneypenny if you'd like to learn more about the details of the program, and I hope that York School students will continue to sign up. It's a really wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
It meets the service learning requirement.
Everyone, I, and I'm sure you all as well, am deeply saddened that one of our favorite teachers here on this campus, after 50 years of making connections, blessing students' weeks with nearly 2,600 D.A. winners, and lighting up the campus with his sense of style, our dear Mr. Hunt will be retiring, leaving us this world of classical languages to the next generation of teachers and students to show our appreciation. We have tried to imitate his fashion taste, as hopefully he's seen around campus today, and while we'll never live up to his standard, we have made a cake and a poster for him, so if he could please come up now, and we will give this. Sit down. We got your favorite marble cake that we found out, and we hope Calculus to wish you the best in the future years.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. You heard some speeches today that talked about change. And how difficult that is. But the thing about change is, it's always going to happen. And you heard how you embrace it, how you accept it, how you relate to it, is going to make a big change. And it's going to affect who you are and how you're going to continue to live. And this is just another change in my life, in Miss Maston's life. Sensei's life. I'm sorry she couldn't be here today. She is in the back. There she is. She's here in spirit. She's with the 8th graders. Sensei and I came the same time, 9 years ago. And it's been an incredible journey. It's an odyssey that we've been on. I knew after that first year that I wanted Sensei to go on our Ilian Greek trip. It was a really wise move on my part. And it's all because of the faculty, and what they bring to the classroom every day. Enthusiasm, professionalism, love of learning, love of teaching. And I think I probably speak for all of my colleagues. You know, we are the instructors, but you teach us every single day. We learn from you how to make the class better, how to improve. And we're going to take that with us, Sensei, to Washington State. we're gonna utilize these talents and skills that you have given us, because we want to be better at what we do. Just because I'm retiring doesn't mean I'm not going to be continuing learning. And matter of fact, I've got all kinds of Latin books and Greek books and Doctor Who and Judy Blume, you name it. I've got all kinds of books I want to read and do things about, articles to write. So this is, again, you've heard the expression, it's one door closes and another opens, or one chapter of a book ends and you write the next chapter. They're all true. They're all true. Thank you very much.